All right, so hopefully it's not too windy. Never expected to be doing a video on this subject, but I have a running watch now. So I gotta say, if you asked me a few days ago if I'd be running on purpose, that would have been a hard no. I'm a pretty active person, but never been a fan of running. I actually used to run cross country back in high school, but that was only because my hockey coach was also the cross country running coach, and he made us do it to get in shape for the hockey season. But there's probably more obvious choices for fitness wearables than this particular watch, but at the moment I don't need to track any stats. For now, I just go until I can't go anymore. I haven't been, but I might use the timing function to track how long I'm out. So I just want to do a quick overview of the watch, which I guess I should probably start with the model number, and I'll just throw that on screen here now. The watch is running the module 3229. It's pretty basic in terms of what's out there from G-Shock, but it's got the basics covered. On the home screen, we have the date and time. We have the alarm. Next is a timer, and finally is the stopwatch function, which I might try on my next run. Now, I have a couple of squares, this and my 5610 that I have here. I prefer the 5610, but one advantage with this newer model over the 5610 is the legibility. Some of these new models have such vivid displays, and I'm not sure if it's going to show here under the studio lights, but in sunlight, the 5600 here is quite a bit more legible. No multi-band 6 or solar, but for what I'm using it for, it's perfect. And not to mention, I like the fun monochrome colorway. The other thing actually with the display is the way they do the illumination and light up the numerals, where the 5610 lights up the background. Size-wise, these come in at a width of just under 43 millimeters. The lug-to-lug, or the distance between where the strap meets the case, is about 47 millimeters. Thickness, I'm getting 12.7 millimeters, and the water resist is 200 meters. The strap is pretty typical G-Shock resin. You wouldn't think they'd be overly comfortable, but they so are. On wrist, I sometimes forget I'm wearing it. It's so lightweight, you barely notice it, which is great for doing any sort of physical activity. For me, the squares is where it's at. I enjoy lots of different models, but I always go back to the squares. They're the right size, lots of cool colors, and they just look awesome. So that's it for today, guys. Lots of videos coming up, though. I totally didn't expect it with everything that's going on right now, but I got one of my Grail watches yesterday, and I'm super excited about it. I'll probably post something here soon, maybe a first impression, something along those lines. If you're on Instagram, give me a follow at TimeToGo1978 for a sneak peek. I just posted a shot of it yesterday. Thanks so much for stopping by, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye. All right, so one thing that I just have to show you guys to wrap up this video. I expected to have a whole lot of downtime. I was going to pump out a video a day, but it's been busier more so now than I think it ever has. I have been finding time for videos and doing the running and that sort of thing, but take a look at this 3-page honey-do list. If I was a Star Trek character, I'd be this guy. Because that's all I do is check off the list.